Hey, welcome back. In the last video, we fixed current's configuration problem with patentic setting. Now there's another issue. Every time an endpoint runs, it's creating a fresh database. Every time an endpoint runs, it's creating a fresh database connection, a fresh vector store client, a fresh LLM client. These are expensive operations. You want to do them once when the app starts and clean them up when it shuts down. That's exactly what lifespan is for. Let's get into it. Look at the two functions on the screen. GetVectorStore creates a brand new Quadrant client on every request, a new TCP connection each time. As the comment says, getLLM client returns a fresh OpenAI HTTP client on every request. Same problem. Both function works, but they are wasteful. The two warning callouts on the left tells you why the first connection overheads on every single request. That setup cost adds up fast under load. Second, no connection pooling. Each request completes independently for new connection. Each request competes independently for a new connection instead of reusing an existing one. The blue callout at the bottom gives you the answer. Create once at startup, share across all requests. That's exactly what lifespan does. Look at the two code blocks on the left. The old way. You did write two separate functions, one decorated with app.onEventStartup for initializing and another with app.onEventShutdown for cleanup. They are disconnected, easy to forget one side, and both are deprecated since FastAPI 0.93. On the right, the modern way, one lifespan function with async context manager. Startup code goes before the yield, shutdown code goes after, and you pass it directly to FastAPI with lifespan equals to lifespan. Everything in one place, no deprecated decorators, and the same yield pattern you already know from yield dependencies. The code on the screen shows the skeleton of lifespan function. The three sections are clearly labeled. Startup. Everything here runs once when the app starts. Before it accepts any request. In this example, it's just a print message, but this is where you will initialize your clients. Then the yield. This is a single line where the app lives and handles all incoming requests. Shutdown. Everything here runs once the app stops. After the last request is finished, at the bottom, app equals to FastAPI, lifespan equals to lifespan wires it all together. FastAPI manages the full life cycle automatically from that point. So this is current's full lifespan function. The import are on the left, async context manager, FastAPI, Qdent client, async OpenAI, create engine and get settings. The lifespan function is on the right. At startup, settings are loaded first, then the Qdent vector client is created and stored on app.state. Then the async OpenAI LLM client is initialized. Notice, we are using async OpenAI here, not the regular OpenAI client here, because the app is async. Then the database engine is created. The yield app handles request. At shutdown, the vector store client is closed and the database engine is disposed. The LLM client doesn't need explicit cleanup because async OpenAI manages its own connection pool internally. 3 clients, 1 startup, 1 shutdown. So, once resources are on the app.state, you access them through the request object. Look at the left code block. The /ask endpoint injects request directly and pull vector store and the LLM client from request.app.state. This works, but it makes your endpoint function aware of the request object, which is a bit noisy. The right code block shows the cleaner approach. Two small dependency functions, getVectorStore and getLLM client. Each take a request and return the resource from app.state. Now the /ask endpoint just declare depends getVectorStore and depends gets LLM client. The comment at the bottom says it. Clean endpoint, no request object needed, same depends pattern as everything else in the app. Consistent and easy to test. So a quick recap. Heavy resources like database engines, vector store clients and LLM clients should be created once at the startup, not at every request. Use the lifespan context manager. Everything before yield is startup and everything after is shutdown. Store shared resources on the app.state and access them via request object or wrap them in dependency functions for cleaner endpoints. Avoid @app.onEvent because it's deprecated. Now, in the next video, we cover middleware and CORS. If current's API is going to be consumed by front end running on a different CORS needs to be configured correctly. See you there.